Monday morning unfolded with a brilliant sun painting the sky a vibrant blue over our quiet town. My name is Anna, and I'm 10 years old. I live with my mum in a cozy house surrounded by green trees and colourful flower beds. Our town, small but charming, features a sprawling park and a beloved cinema with bold red walls and glowing lights that always felt like a gateway to new worlds. This holiday week, I had been making daily trips to the cinema with my friends, Tom and Lisa. On Saturday, we watched The Happy Dog, where I had summoned the courage to secure tickets in a crowded line. On Sunday, The Magic Forest taught me the power of teamwork as we braved a rainy shortcut. Today, I was eager to see The Brave Cat, a movie about a cat named Leo who saves his town. Although I was thrilled, a flicker of unease lingered. I had never seen a movie about a cat before, and after yesterday's rain-soaked adventure, I wondered what challenges today might bring. As I was climbing out of bed at 7:30, I glanced out my window. The clear sky lifted my spirits, but I couldn't shake a nagging worry. If I had been more organized yesterday, I wouldn't have felt so rushed, I thought, reflecting on the chaotic walk. My room, small but comforting, held familiar treasures, a desk with neatly arranged books and pencils, and a poster of a fluffy white dog on the wall. I had always wanted a pet, but Mum had pointed out that animals required more care than I could manage now. I slipped on my red dress, bright and cheerful, and tied my long brown hair with a blue ribbon. In the mirror, I saw determination in my eyes, though a trace of anxiety remained. I had to stay focused to make today perfect. In the kitchen, Mum was frying eggs, the savoury aroma mingling with the scent of fresh toast. "Good morning, Anna," Mum said, handing me a plate. "Planning another cinema trip?" "Morning, Mum," I replied, my voice bubbling with excitement. "I want to see The Brave Cat, but I'm a bit nervous. What if something goes wrong again?" Mum smiled. "If you plan ahead, you'll handle anything. But first, I need you to run to the store for bread and milk." I nodded, eager to earn my cinema trip. I ate my breakfast, savouring the warm eggs and crunchy toast. The grapes were sweet and juicy, and a glass of cold milk refreshed me. As I ate, I thought about The Brave Cat. I had heard it was about a heroic cat, and I hoped it would inspire me like the previous movies. But first, I had to complete Mom's errand and avoid any mishaps. After breakfast, I grabbed my jacket and $10 from Mom, slipping the money into my small bag. The store, a short walk away, was a quaint shop stocked with fruits, vegetables, and snacks. Mr. Green, with his grey hair and glasses, greeted me at the counter. "Morning, Anna," he said. "What do you need?" "Hi, Mr. Green," I said. "Just bread and milk, please." I picked out a fresh loaf of bread and a cold bottle of milk, paying $5 and pocketing the change. "Thanks, Mr. Green," I called, heading home. The sun warmed my face, and a small brown dog trotted by, wagging its tail. I smiled, imagining a pet of my own. If I had a dog, I would play with it every day, I thought. Back home, I handed Mum the bread and milk. "Well done, Anna," she said, giving me a hug. "Are you going to the cinema with Tom and Lisa?" "Yes," I said. Tom with his red hat and quick wit, and Lisa, gentle with her blue bag, were my best friends. I dialed Tom's number, and he answered after 3 rings. "Hey, Anna," he said, sounding cheerful. "Hi, Tom," I said. "Want to see The Brave Cat at 3 o'clock?" "Count me in," Tom said. "I'll be at your house at 2. "Great," I said. "If we leave early, we'll avoid any trouble." Next, I called Lisa. "Hi, Anna," she answered. "Cinema today?" "Yup," I said. "The Brave Cat at 3. Meet at my house at 2? "I'm in," Lisa said. "I love cats. See you soon." Hanging up, I felt a rush of excitement. It was 9 o'clock, leaving me 5 hours to prepare. I decided to help Mom more to stay busy. In the garden, I watered the red and yellow flowers, spotting a red ladybug on a leaf. The peaceful scene calmed my nerves, but I couldn't stop thinking about the cinema. Yesterday's teamwork had gotten us through the rain, and I hoped today would be smoother. At 10, I tidied my room, making my bed and organizing my books. I drew a quick sketch of a black cat with green eyes, imagining Leo from the movie. By 11, I showered, slipping back into my red dress and checking my bag. That's when panic hit. I had spent my cinema money at the store. I had forgotten to save enough for the ticket. My heart sank. If I had been more careful, I wouldn't be in this mess, I thought, feeling embarrassed. I found Mum in the kitchen. "Mum, I made a mistake," I said, my voice low. "I used my cinema money at the store. What should I do?" Mum looked thoughtful. "If you're honest with your friends, they might help, but you must pay them back tomorrow." I nodded, feeling a mix of relief and shame. I had never borrowed money before, and the idea made me nervous. I decided to ask Tom, trusting his kindness. At 1, I ate lunch with Mum, soup with carrots and potatoes, and the bread I'd bought. As we ate, I shared my excitement. "The Brave Cat is about a cat who saves a town," I said. "I hope I can fix my money problem." "Be honest," Mom said. "That's what matters." After lunch, I read a book about cats, learning they're agile and clever. I felt eager for the movie, but anxious about my mistake. At 2, Tom and Lisa arrived, both smiling. "Ready?" Tom asked. "Almost," I said, hesitating. "Tom, I forgot my ticket money. Can I borrow $5? I'll pay you back tomorrow." "No big deal," Tom said, handing me the money. "We've got this." "Thanks," I said, relief washing over me. "Let's go." We walked to the cinema, the 10-minute stroll filled with chatter about pets. The streets were quiet, with birds singing overhead. At the cinema, we joined a short line. I bought 3 tickets with Tom's money, feeling grateful. But as we headed to the theater room, I reached for my ticket, and it was gone. I had lost it somewhere between the counter and the door. Panic surged. "My ticket's missing," I said, my voice trembling. "Check your bag again," Lisa said, but it wasn't there. "We'll figure this out," Tom said. "Let's talk to Mrs. Brown." My stomach churned. I had already borrowed money, and now this. If I had held on to the ticket, I wouldn't be in trouble, I thought. At the counter, Mrs. Brown was busy. "Mrs. Brown," I said, my voice shaky. "I lost my ticket for The Brave Cat. I just bought it." She frowned. "Tickets can't be replaced, Anna. How do I know you bought one?" "I promise I did," I said, my face burning. "Tom paid for it. Please, can you check or let me in?" Tom nodded. "I gave her the money. She's telling the truth." Mrs. Brown sighed. "All right, I'll let you in this time, but be more careful. The movie's about to start." "Thank you," I said, nearly crying with relief. We hurried to the theatre room, grabbing popcorn and candy on the way. We sat in the back row, and as the lights dimmed, I tried to calm down. The movie was thrilling. Leo, a black cat with green eyes, lived in a town facing a storm. Determined to help, Leo ventured into a forest, meeting a clever red fox who knew a safe cave. Leo led the townspeople there, saving them from the storm. Then he found a scared white kitten, offering it food and warmth. Leo's kindness touched me deeply. We shared popcorn, laughing when Leo darted through trees and clapping when he saved the town. The hour-long movie ended, and we left smiling. "Leo's awesome," Tom said. "That kitten was so cute," Lisa said. "I want one." "I messed up today," I said, "but Leo taught me to take responsibility." At 4:30, the sky was orange as we walked home. At my house, Tom and Lisa waved goodbye. "Thanks for the money, Tom," I said. "I'll pay you back tomorrow." "No rush," Tom said. "See you." Mum was reading. "How was it?" she asked. "Great, but I lost my ticket," I admitted, explaining everything. "I felt awful, but I fixed it." "I'm proud you were honest," Mum said. "Dinner's ready." We ate rice and vegetables, and I shared Leo's story. "I've learned to be responsible," I said. "Mistakes happen, but you fix them." "That's maturity," Mom said. In my room, I wrote about the day. The store, the lost ticket, the movie, and my friends. I had faced a big mistake and learned from it. I liked Tom, Lisa, and Mum. Today was a lesson. Thinking of Leo, I realized his bravery mirrored my honesty. If I hadn't spoken up, I'd have missed the movie. Smiling, I went to bed, dreaming of cats and caves. Lesson learned. Taking responsibility for your mistakes, like Anna with her lost ticket, builds trust and maturity. Be honest and find solutions even when you're embarrassed.